Happy Friday the 13th. This is John Hogue with Phoenix Desert Dwellings, just coming at you on this lovely day with a market update. So it's been a pretty crazy first half of the year in real estate, as most of you probably know, but we are starting to see some changes, see some settling down. So I just wanted to take a minute and talk about what's going on. So as of right now, we've got a little over 7,000 active listings in the greater Phoenix area. Which is great because that's up 42% since May of this year. So great to see that, because that was a huge issue we were seeing this year, was just such a lack of inventory, right? But to put it into perspective, that's still down 12% from this time last year. So big picture, inventory is still low, demand is still high, but things are getting better, right? So as we kind of move into our regular seasonal cool off that we tend to see in August and throughout the rest of the year, hopefully this will alleviate some buyer pains, give a little bit more options, a little less competition, and we'll start to see things balancing out a little bit. On the seller side, it's still a great time to sell, right? Values have gone up. The demand was causing prices to go up this year. So now we've got comps and sales that reflect these higher values and higher prices. So still a good time. Just keep in mind, if you're selling for that top dollar, chances are you're going to pay a little bit more on the other side as well when you're finding a new home. So just something to keep in mind. Overall, affordability is still great. Interest rates are still super low. We don't know how long that's going to last, but that really gives you some good buying power and allows you to strategize a little bit with a lower interest rate, which kind of alleviates the pain of having to pay some of what we may consider higher prices than we're used to here. So other than that, we're still seeing high demand because rental rates are going up. So a lot of the buyers that I talk to, first-time buyers, people that are coming from rentals, they're getting priced out just on the rental side. And that's forcing people to start looking at buying. So that's where you start finding this balance here now of the affordability with low interest rates compared to your rent and what you can get paying a mortgage. These prices might not be as bad as what you are thinking. So similarly, on the sales side, though, we are seeing days on market going up a little bit from where they were. People still trying to go above those comparable values, right? Which we're seeing resistance on. So again, that's a good thing. Starting to balance things out a little bit. Starting to shy away a little bit more from appraisal contingency waivers, inspection waivers, things like that we were seeing and nobody likes doing, except for maybe a seller. So we're seeing less of that. So if you are looking to sell, keep in mind, your value has gone up, but to get still that competition and take advantage of the demand, you want to price well. You want to price right where you should be and still drive that competition up, rather than trying to push it further, getting resistance, sitting on market, and possibly missing out on a good opportunity. So if you want to talk more, strategize about your search, even if it's not this year, if you're looking at maybe next year, it's really a good time to just kind of sit down and start talking numbers, start talking about your search, different areas, things to look for, things to know. It's a great time to not be stressed. Give yourself that time and that cushion to have these discussions. So give us a call over here at Phoenix Desert Dwellings, and we would love to help.